Hey guys, and welcome back to Coffee Time. I hope you're all doing well. You might notice something different. I have a different mug today. This is from Greetings from the Warp. Cheers to them. There we go. Yeah, I moved around again because I decided I liked it better this way. So I can look at the camera and talk to you guys rather than being like, hey guys, welcome to Coffee Time, where I sit side on and really read and I end up looking at my screen in front of me where my notes are. Now I can just look at the camera and then glance down like this every couple of seconds to check my notes where I don't actually have any notes, I just pretend I do so it looks like I'm professional. But today I wanted to talk about something that is on everyone's minds, and it's about the new Warhammer 40,000 app and how great it is. It is an absolutely fantastic app. We're going to take a look on my phone, my iPhone. It's an iPhone XR. Can't wait, it's a really fast phone. Can't wait to have a look at this new app. The thing is like a lot of people are like moaning about it, but it does have some really good features that are just hidden that you have to check. You have to like know where to look to actually use them. It's got like a list builder and everything. So as you can see, it's got lots of. I've already built some lists in this. It works really well. It actually does Age of Sigmar as well. All you need to do is download the extra pack. So this is a really cool app for the iPhone. The My Warhammer Boxgrab app. It's really good. Like, look, I've got my guard list. I've actually built all my lists from, look, like Mikey versus Elliot, like Ultramarines. That's from like a couple of weeks ago. So I've had this months clearly. It's a really good little app. It's a great app. So if you couldn't detect the sarcasm in my voice that I don't actually have the app, I haven't actually used the app at all. Now I did want to do a full review of the app because let's just say I was
expecting to have it by now.
It sounds like there's a couple of issues going on at Games Workshop. It went out early on the Play Store, and then they put out a post saying that the app was out for iOS, but that was 4 hours ago when I'm filming now, and it's still not out. I was going to do a review on Friday, let's just say that much. Alas, the app is out. Everyone who owns an Android phone is actually using the app and having a great time, as you can tell. It just sounds like it's going super well. So if you don't know what the My Warhammer app is, the app was supposed to be a central source for all rules Warhammer 40,000. One being able to access all of the 8th edition codexes with a $3.99 subscription. You were supposed to be able to build lists and save them and export them, etc. And you're supposed to be able to unlock your 9th edition codex in the app for free just by well, you have to buy one, but if you buy a codex, you can unlock it digitally on this new app. Now, there was a few running issues with the app. One being that it just seems to crash for everyone as soon as you press the search function. The other one as well, that if you go to the core rules, it takes you to a Google Drive link, which is absolutely hilarious. It's just, my God. Like, if I'd made a core rules app, an app for Warhammer 40,000 to build lists, me personally off my own back, then if it went to a Google Drive link, I don't think anyone would care. If you went direct to the Games Workshop website, I don't think anyone would care. But I don't know what I don't really know what they're thinking at the minute that they can, like, I think they've accidentally put it out too early. I think they're trying to hit a deadline. They didn't schedule it early enough to actually get it out on time. And yeah, it's just, there's lots of issues. So one, linking to Google Drive that has its own website that could host stuff there, and it literally hosts them on their own website right now, hosts the core rules and Warhammer community. So I'm not really sure why it's linking to a Google Drive app. There's also quite a few problems with some of the profiles that are actually in the app. I actually asked the community to show me the best typos they could find, and yeah, a lot of people were really enjoying it and a lot of people weren't happy about that. So the first one that someone sent me, as you can see, we got the Castus Assault Ram, which is a Forge World flyer, which I believe isn't in Munitorum Field Manual, which probably means it's going to Legends, but they've decided to just put it in at 0 points. And supposedly the app is the central source, so people are going to expect the app to take precedent over other rules. So currently, spam Castus Assault Ramps because they're free. We also saw in the Alpha Legion, we have I Am Aplarius, which is a great warlord trait, which a lot of people use. You know, all the Primarch, you got Omegon and Aplarius. It's great, honestly. It's so funny. And then if you're playing Harlequins, if you got that Death Jester with his Shrieker Cannon, don't forget the Shuriken version is Assault 3 and Strength 65, which is just absolutely fantastic. And that's just a small handful of some of the mistakes which are just like in the app. Like a lot of people are just running into the Warhammer 40k keep stopping, which is hilarious. This is a leaked screenshot of the new list builder I've seen on Reddit by Mr. Knox. It's just a Google Drive link. But yeah, so I asked people to send me some memes which are like pretty funny from the release, and we're gonna have a look at those now. This is the first one I was sent. Why do you guys always act like you're better than me? Come on, do something. Like seriously, like when Battlescribe comes out, everyone's just gonna stop moaning about the app because Battlescribe will just be like, yeah, just use it. 99p a year. This editing though, we need an app. Cool kids have apps. Access to PDFs. Sort alphabetically, or actually make it work on launch. Bruh. Like, for real, like, they said it was going to come out on pre-order day, and then it was coming out in a couple of weeks, and now we're just like, it's just a walking meme. I don't know why they even bothered. I think people would be less pissed off if they delayed it again and just said it's coming out in a few weeks than releasing this absolute show. Yes, exactly. This is exactly what it is. A show, as I said. My disappointment is immeasurable and my date is ruined. Oh, what a guy. Amazing. Sucks to be the odd one out. I mean, they got it so right with his ear. Like, the list builder is relatively basic comparatively, but come on now. Like, honestly, Jim Carrey's Dr. Eggman is just like, we have to have the app ready for 9th launch day. Panic. You get the app out just in time. Calm. Everybody hates it. Panic. Why does this guy remind me of like Baldi's Basics? What do I mean? I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. GW app dev team making excuses to XX on Monday morning. I'm limited by the technology of my time. Oh mate, like for real, like why are you using Google Drive? Jesus Christ. Even if the app had just linked you to Warhammer community page, no one would have cared. Why are you on a Google Drive? Seriously. Honestly, they must have got like a really small company to be like, you know, support the small guys. Kind of like giving it to someone like with not much experience building apps, but probably relatively cheap. Probably said they could meet the deadline and then just didn't realize the actual scope of what they had to deal with. They probably got the guy who built War Scroll Builder to do this, and it's just like, it's just gone absolutely tits up. Like for real, because like there's so many spelling mistakes, there's so many typos. The app just seems like when you're on a data sheet it seems to be fine, but except for the mistakes, but the app just seems to be very well polished but not great like functionally. Like it looks good, it looks like they've had their team do the art design, but they've not had their team do all the programming, which is the biggest issue. And also the data import, just like rip. Joji Spoon versus Battlescribe, bruh. It's all art. That's just a trash can. Yeah, it's just like, it's not what was promised, and that's the thing. Like, you pay $3.99 for all the features that they promised. It's kind of like, it's like a repeat of No Man's Sky. If anyone doesn't know, No Man's Sky was a game, it's like a first-person space explorer, and they had all these promises about how great the game was going to be. You're going to be able to visit other people, you're going to be able to travel the galaxy. And like everyone was hyped for it. It sold massively well on day of release, but when people actually got the game home and actually played it, like half the features just weren't there. It wasn't multiplayer, and it was like a shell of what they said it was going to be, and they sucked people in. And I think the same thing's happening here. Games Workshop have promised all these great features with this app, and they've polished it really well, and it looks really good, but the features just aren't there, and it's just like it's half what the app should be. You're paying $3.99 a month to basically look at some data sheets, and I mean, for $3.99 a month you could subscribe to Hellstormwargaming.co.uk and watch loads of battle reports every week. So I don't know, it's up to you. I mean, I have a joke about electricity, but it's shocking. I have a joke about the 40k app, but it's not ready for public release. This is a good tweet. Go and give the dwellers below a follow. I don't know who they are, but I mean, that's a good tweet. Like the community reaction to it was absolutely hilarious. There's a great article by Liam from Goonhammer yesterday, which ended up in the competitive 40k group, and the reactions to it were just like peak. The other thing as well that I think is pretty scummy is that the cancellation to the subscription isn't in the app, and it's all separate from like iOS subscriptions or Google Play subscriptions. Like most phones now, if you take a subscription to an app or you do have like a payment service for it, it's linked to your phone, so you can cancel it in like the settings. Like I know on iOS, like I have all my subscriptions in one place, which is really good, but the My Warhammer app, it's all separate. It's through with your credit card, and yeah, it's all a bit just dodgy in my opinion. It's just not good practice. And like I don't build apps, I'm not an app developer, but It just seems like a bad way to do things. Well, GW is still a bruh show of overcharging for low quality. I think I'll just skip 9th edition 2 at this point and just paint other models. Maybe I'll be back in another 10 years. LOL. Anyone heard of Malifaux 3rd edition is any good? Yeah, just like, like, the game's fine, the app's shite, I agree, but come on now. Malifaux, okay. The other thing I should point out with this app as well, that in Japan, it's like, I can't remember how many yen it is, but someone said it was equivalent of $123 a month. Let that sink in. I also should know that they've been deleting comments on their Twitter account, which is... Let's have a look at their Twitter account now. Because they might have not deleted any good ones for a while. And like... I used to be this guy. I know, right? Imagine if there was a global pandemic occurring at the same time as a new release of 40k. Come on, man, babies, pull it together. The problem is with that statement is that they've put this on themselves. They held off releasing 9th edition, and I appreciate that they can sell it now and make a lot of money because people are dying for new stuff because they're just at home bored, like most of us. If the app wasn't ready, they shouldn't have announced it. Why would they advertise something that's not ready to release on a day and then push it back? Why don't they keep it a secret and have a whole stream about it, like a whole reveal stream where they show off all the cool features of the app and show it working, looking amazing? They shouldn't have announced it so early on, because they announced it in the middle of the pandemic. It's not like they've currently just been hit by it. It's they've taken the business decision to announce this app during the pandemic. If that was the issue, then they shouldn't have announced it. But if it's not the issue, if the issue is they've announced it too early because the developers couldn't make it in time because there's a lot to do and they haven't had time, they haven't had funding or whatever, then they shouldn't have announced it so early, and they shouldn't have announced it at all. But no, what they did, they announced 9th edition, largest and most craziest and biggest and most hyped edition, because the company is absolutely caning it, right? The company is the biggest it's ever been, and it will be for a while. It doesn't matter how many people they piss off at the minute. The fact is that the company is humongous and it will just keep growing because people will just keep buying it because people are obsessed. People are obsessed with Warhammer. People like me. But at the same time, is that what they did is they paused all the releases, and then they've kind of, rather than just carry on, I appreciate that they need the money to come in because they need to pay the staff, they need to keep the business running. I appreciate that. I'm not a huge businessman. I don't know how to deal with these things. But what they've done is they've announced 9th edition during the pandemic, halfway through it. They announced the app at the same time. Then they launched Indomitus. They knew they could get Indomitus out. They knew they could get all the products out for it, but they didn't know they had the app because clearly it's not been working very well. Yes, I am a Games Workshop reviewer. I'm very privileged. They do send me a lot of stuff that I can show to you guys, and I really enjoy that. And like, only giving them valid criticism because it is valid, because this is like, it's just gone really badly and it shouldn't have happened for such a large company. Again, if I was making an app, right, I'm a one-man band, I'm on my own, and I've got a computer and I'm typing away, banging all these things in, and it's just, you can expect these type of things. But this is a big company that has a lot of money, which can invest a lot of money into a good app, and it looks like they have invested a lot of money into a good app, but they've had some issues, and what they've done is, rather than delay it, they've decided to release it and upset everybody, and that's so damaging to not only the app but the brand itself. It just to me seems really unprofessional. But there's my hot take. Let me know what you think, what you guys think in the comments. I mean, have you used it? Has it crashed on you? I imagine it has. I can't wait to hear about it. Just send me some funny screenshots of the app just being bad. That's what I want to see. But then yesterday, as we were watching, we had the new reveal stream. We saw some really awesome stuff, so fair play to them. Hopefully it gets delivered on time. Codexes are probably just a spreadsheet or something on Google Drive. Obviously, along with this big stream and revealing loads of stuff, it was Indomitus launch day, so loads of people are picking up their Indomitus box sets, which is really cool. Got some pictures here of the premium community here showing off their boxes. So we've got Henry here just looking absolutely fine with his new box set. We've got Damon absolutely flexing on this with two box sets. What a legend. Got Paul also with 2 box sets. No wonder Games Workshop ran out. P decided to put it in his kid's car. Got to look after that Indomitus box set. Got Phil absolutely flex. This is the real flex. Look at this. Absolute machine of a man. Actual Primaris benching 1 Indomitus box set. It's not like this Primaris. This Centurion benching 3 the other day. We've also got Pete sneaking 1 in under his shirt like a sneaky devil. We've got Kafal looking at more hype than anyone ever about Indomitus, along with his Alaris Custodians. I mean, Meta Chaser much. Christopher is just an absolute gent. No messing about. I am happy I've got Indomitus. That's all we need to worry about. I have Indomitus now. But yeah, guys, if you got an Indomitus box set, you got some funky pictures, then make sure you tweet to me at Hellstorm_Mikey, and I'd love to see them. If you haven't got a box set yet and you're trying to get one, then if you are a premium member, if you are part of Small Board Gang, if you're one of our Patreons, or you buy the Small Board Gang t-shirt, which is on screen right now, we're giving away 2 Indomitus box sets that you could win. So if you are supporting the channel, if you want to join the Small Board Gang, you can click join down below, or you can go to hellstormwargaming.co.uk and you can support us directly, and also you could be in with the chance to win an Indomitus box set. Not only do you support us, you also get extra content. We put extra battle reports. We put a battle report out on YouTube every Friday, but we also put one out on Hellstorm Premium every single Wednesday. There's also another great series coming, which is very similar to this, but a little bit more focused just on Hellstorm Premium. So if you are interested then supporting us and join the Small Board Gang, then do consider it today. Otherwise, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Can't wait to hear them. Click subscribe, like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, then tell me why you didn't like it. Otherwise, thanks for joining me for coffee time today, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Have a good day. Hey, if you're still watching this, then tune in at 2 PM today, because I'm going to be live. We're going to be chatting all about all the cool stuff that's been happening this week, and I might do some painting. The Necrons are very, very close to being done, so I'll be live from 2 PM today. Cheers, guys.